If you invest in altcoins, I need you to see what just happened because it could have huge implications for the altcoin market. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to tradingview.com and we're going to look at the total 2 chart. And if you don't know what the total 2 chart is, all it is the total market cap of the altcoin market itself. And what you can see if we zoom in here is that the total altcoin market has officially followed in Bitcoin's footsteps, breaking out of the descending channel and opening up the door for what could be a huge move for altcoins here, which could finally give us some juicy altcoin gains. And so I want to talk about exactly why this is so significant today, what I'm expecting next, and what I am doing right now. And guys, do not forget that if you do want to check it out, you only have 7 days left to go check out our campaign with Phemex, in which if you sign up and start trading on this exchange today, you're going to get a free VIP1 membership for 30 days. You're going to get huge deposit and trades bonuses with a $500 maximum and weekly random bonuses to active users anywhere from $5 to $100. I mean, this is thousands of dollars in bonuses, rewards, and perks. So feel free to go check that out again down below. You only have 7 days left. But as you all know, again, the altcoin market's been smashing it. You can see things like IMX pushing upwards to the 64 spot, currently up 27% today. SWI up 24% today. H&T, Move, Bonk, Radium, Jupiter, and many more absolutely killing it. You know, one thing that I do love to see with the altcoin market pushing like this is that it's not even really sector specific. We're seeing cryptos in all sectors doing well. I mean, look at this. We have networks up 5%, DeFi up 7%, memes up 10%, blockchain infrastructure 11%, gaming smashing it with a 12.8% day, tools 10%, blockchain services 10%. Again, we're not isolating this move to anything. We are naturally seeing liquidity flowing into the altcoin market, which is what you want to see. You know, a lot of the moves that we've seen over the last few months have been fake moves. All of these little pumps we've seen in the altcoin market where things look good for a little bit, but they don't stay good for a long time. It's usually just because this isn't a real injection of liquidity. It's people emotionally buying and selling, right? And then they're also getting impacted by the wells and these manipulative liquidity hunts. These aren't actual strong liquidity backed moves, whereas this is. And I do believe, of course, that is due to a couple things. I think it's the fact that people are willing to take more risk right now because of what is happening politically with the tariff situation. People are getting a little bit less nervous. People are also starting to expect some sort of quantitative easing to be on the horizon as well. In addition to that, it does seem as if we could come to some sort of conclusion in the China situation also. And then lastly, of course, global world monetary supply is climbing. It has been climbing. And we are seeing substantial growth there, which means there in general is just more liquidity in the world. And so when you combine all these things together, it opens an opportunity for the altcoin market to actually start seeing some growth, to flip a chart like total to bullish and open the door to the upside. And so with that in mind, now that you have an understanding of why this is happening and why it's so important, let's actually talk about what this could mean for crypto. Okay. So it is in my general belief that once a crypto is capable of breaking out of a descending structure of this nature, the door for a really strong move upwards is very wide open, and it is extremely possible. History actually shows that when a crypto breaks what's called a macro descending parallel structure, which just means a big descending parallel structure, that it oftentimes, more often than not, will at least revisit its golden zone. And what that means here, considering our golden zone is way up here based on our Fibonacci's, that the total market cap of altcoins could still have another 20 to 36% in gains to go. That can mean some things like Ethereum could pump another 20 to 30%, but some of your smaller altcoins could pump anywhere from 50 to 80%. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that that's going to happen, and there is still the 3-step breakout strategy that needs to happen before we can ever get there. But the door is now open, and that's all I want. I just want the altcoin market. I just want the crypto market to have a chance. Do you remember how a couple days ago I told you all to pay very close attention to the Bitcoin dominance chart? And that one day I thought we were going to see this ascending structure break down, which would imply that altcoins are absolutely outperforming Bitcoin, and that typically would only happen if the altcoin market is pumping. This could be the opportunity. Even if it's not right now, right? Because we're still way to the middle side of this, right? So even if it's not right now and the altcoin market maybe pulls back a little bit or goes sideways a little bit, it does feel to me as if this breakout could have just opened the door so that even even if this does happen, at some given point, we can make this run upwards. We can then start to see Bitcoin dominance really taking a beating to the downside, back towards this red zone. And then we can really get some gains from our altcoin market. This just opened the door, and that's why it's so bullish. We never could have seen a move of 30, 40, 50% while we were in the descending channel. We never could have seen really strong profits in the altcoin market while we were in the descending channel. Nothing good was going to happen. But now that we finally have seen this breakout for altcoins, now that door is again open, and we can see some fantastic moves. Now, am I saying go out and just start buying every single altcoin that you possibly can right now? Absolutely not. Because the reality is, again, we still have a lot of things that need to happen. We have the 3-step breakout strategy, which means at first we need to break out and likely have to go for a back test. Then we still need to set a higher high above 1.11 trillion. And once we set a higher high, we still need to set a higher low. We still need all of these things to happen before we can even confirm that this breakout is going to last. So I'm not saying to go out and buy everything you possibly can right now in terms of altcoins, but I am saying that this is a major move for alts, and it could be finally opening the door for a huger move, a much bigger move over the mid to long term. And so with that in mind, I am still playing it safe right now because obviously we are still seeing some huge liquidations that are available on things like Ethereum, huge liquidations like things on Solana, huge liquidations on things like Sweet, right? There are massive liquidations, and at any given moment, this crypto market, especially altcoin market, might pull back a little bit. It might retrace a little bit. It might cool down a little bit because the reality is it's gotten extremely overheated. You look at your RSI heat map, for example, and you look at the 4-hour, we're very overbought on basically every major altcoin that there is. So yeah, at some point, this altcoin market is going to slow down for a couple of days, if not an entire week. But the whole point is that over, even if that does happen, the likelihood is that over the next coming weeks, over the next coming months, that door could be opening and we may finally see that swing upwards that we've really been hoping for. And so, of course, I will continue to update you as this all does play out, but I will let you know. Yesterday, over in the school, I posted this, and I just wanted to share this with you really quickly. I posted this, and this was a highlight of the buys and the sells that I had been doing here on the channel and over in the school over the last couple months. And I'm not showing you this to brag, but I'm showing you this to say, listen, even when the market was going sideways and even when the market was going down, we were buying in these low levels, selling in the high levels, consistently locking in profits, even when the market was draining profits from everyone. And the reason we were able to do this is quite simply because we have strategies in place for the sideways times, the bad times, and even the good times. And if you are someone who feels like you're lacking a strategy, the reality is you probably don't feel that great in terms of confidence and consistency. You probably don't feel confident in your ability to trade crypto, and you probably don't feel very consistent with your ability to make gains. And if that is you, if I'm speaking to you right now, what I want you to do is I want you to head to the link down below and go check out the Crypto Strategy School, because what we do there is very simple. We take crypto investors like yourselves, and we give you the tools and the strategies, or the tools to create the strategies that you need to become a winning investor. Because I define a winning investor as someone who's confident and someone who is consistent, someone who can confidently trade in any market and someone who can consistently win in any market. And if you want that to be you, check out the link down below. And the best part is that if you don't see growth within your first few hours, listen, I'll just give you your money back. That's how confident I am. And the value speaks for itself. I mean, the amount of sheer value that you can pull from this place is absolute insanity. And again, you can see how it's played out here in terms of just my buys and my sells. And so with that in mind, don't forget to go check out that link down below. And if you have any questions at all about signing up, just shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But overall, listen, what we're seeing from the altcoin market is perfectly following suit and following behind what Bitcoin's doing. And I think this could be it, guys. The short term might get ugly. We might see pullbacks, liquidations, liquidity hunts, and much more. And things might get real crazy pretty soon here. But I do think the mid to long term could be painting a much more beautiful picture. And I cannot wait to see it play out. And so with that in mind, as you all know, I'll be here every single day updating you as it does play out. So don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And I can't wait to see you all on the next one. Peace out, everybody.